What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ. This highlight video is brought to you by the fine folks down at Naples Rib Company. All of our coverage of St. Anthony Athletics here is sponsored by legendary alums Jane and B.I. Mays, and the 562's baseball coverage in 2025 is sponsored by the Milliken, Long Beach Poly, and Lakewood baseball boosters. These are the moments you play for. Biggest CIF Southern Section baseball game you can host. St. Anthony doing just that Tuesday at Clark Field. It's the CIF Southern Section Division 5 semifinals. The Saints reached the semis in 2019, and they are chasing their first ever CIF baseball title. What a playoff run it has been for the Saints, using early leads and every arm available to advance in dominant fashion. Back on the bump this afternoon, Jalen Butler, the junior, had a great start here in round two, but it was a rough start today. Top first, and now for something completely different. It's Northwood taking an early lead. That has been the recipe for the St. Anthony success during the playoffs, but Northwood out here cooking. The Timberwolves are going to go all Anthony Edwards, nailing an open three-pointer. I mean, hand down, man down. Not the best defense out there for the Saints, which is also different. Great ball movement from Northwood. Carter Liu had the big hit, a 2 RBI single. Colin Carlson also scores. Northwood, nothing but net, 3-0. Speaking of something completely different, we have got an earthquake drill-esque swarm of bees drill. Everybody hit the deck. Maybe like stop, drop, and don't roll around. I missed that day in school. No players were stung in the making of this video. Back to the action, and speaking of missing, my bad, camera fails me, and I missed the ball going over the fence. Home run from John Hey Arnold. It changes everything. Just a few minutes ago, it felt like St. Anthony was getting left behind in this game. Now, it's 3-2 through 4. Per the plan, Saints are back in it, and Benny Lane is now back on the bump. Saints defense is also back in it. Sophomore catcher Owen Frazier has been locked in recently. I mean, look at this dot to Hey Arnold at second. Ooh, pizza candy. The number one rule of high school baseball is, if you want to know how it's going, just look at the dugout mid-inning. Dugout, back in it. We go bottom fifth like an all-nighter with Jameson. Saints offense is having a party. Austin Cassidy and Benny Lane lead it off with back-to-back singles. Those are through the left side. Those runners are going to move into scoring position. And Adrian Ruiz is like, you think we need one more? Yeah, we probably need one more. The sophomore third baseman doing it in the clutch moments this postseason. Like 20 minutes ago, St. Anthony was dead. And now they're like, oh, I feel better. 2-bagger, 2 runs, to the latter innings we go with St. Anthony leading 4-3. Check in on the home dugout, and there was much rejoicing. Yay. Saints turned down the anxiety and slowed the game down. And then they turned all the way up. Also, 2 big shouts to a big Saints crowd. We know this because we've seen it. St. Anthony is a small school, but Purple Rain shows up for these playoffs. And if you follow the Saints, you knew this was coming too. Benny Lane, boom. Another one. St. Anthony has got a Benny bomb in 3 of 4 playoff games. Consummate leader who has got the clutch gene, no doubt. Home run scores 2, and we are headed to the 6th inning. Saints lead 6-3, and Benny is going back to the bump where he's going to get by with a little help from his friends. Frazier hit him with the tossed salad and scrambled eggs. The call's going to go the Saints' way. Massive tag from Ruiz. Massive play to help them get out of that 6th inning. And again, now for something completely different. It's a Northwood rally in the 7th, but move, coach, get out the way. The Timberwolves run into each other on the third base line. And despite that fender bender, umps are going to trade insurance cards. The run is going to count. And Northwood is 1 hit away from taking the lead. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the ump had to call time out here because Ruiz was bleeding all over his pants after scratching his arm. So he traded pants with his teammates. It's real friendship. After all that, the game hanging in the balance. Northwood's got the go-ahead run on base with 2 outs. Oh God. Is that the go-ahead home run? No, we got a guy there. Jason Glenn squeezes it. Saints celebrate it. And no joke, for the first time since Mariah Carey's Fantasy topped the charts, this is real life. St. Anthony's going to the ship. The last time, 95, when they lost to Calvary Chapel in Division 5. Well, here we are, headed to the CIF Southern Section Division 5 Championship with St. Anthony looking to grab that plaque. Saturday, 7:30 on Bull Diamond at Blair Field. Home field advantage for everybody. St. Anthony, the Lake Elsinore Tigers. If you can't get there, which you should, you get back here. Because this is the 562.org, and it should be obvious by now. We are Long Beach Sports.